Zadam ba ba dee dum be dum ba da da doo ba da dee da doo. Am I live? Am I up? Am I set? Am I good? Am I running? I think I'm supposed to be. Yeah, it looks like I'm supposed to be. Oh, but I'm not sure if it is fully up and running. There it is. Took me a second to get it up on my main monitoring device for watching the chat. Hello, Leo! Good to see you, my dude! And hello, travelers of the internet! And welcome back to Guardian Studios! Or if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGarner1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. We are diving back into the world of Crumbach, my friends, where we are preparing for a big project, or at least a somewhat big project. Last couple of sessions, I've been trying very hard to get an XP farm built, because I need an XP farm so that I can fully power up all of my equipment and be able to repair it as needed through the benefit of mending. Now, last time we got ourselves a boatload of iron, which we need a lot of that. We need a lot of that. We also got some gold, some copper, but we still need one material that I was hesitant to go down deep enough to get right off the bat. Obsidian. We need a ton of obsidian. There's just no way around it. We need obsidian, and we need it ASAP. So, we're going down, my friends. Down, down, down. Down into the deep, where lava pools are common, and as a result, obsidian is fairly easy to find. And if not find, then create. So, let's go. Aha! The bottom of the world, as it were. Let's see. Potential for some obsidian right here. Gimme. Hello, Davian! Davian, hello, my friend. Let's make it. How you doing? Doing alright? I hope so. I hope you are doing really good, my man. I truly, truly do. Bit of water to make it so that I can convert whatever else find of obsidian, and to make it easier to push it to myself. Huh. See, this is part of why I need Depth Strider. Nice! Well, that's good, Davian. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. So my hope is, for anybody wondering, to get 2 stacks of obsidian before we call it quits on the hunt for it. Why? There we go. I was wondering why I couldn't pick it up. It was starting to annoy. Ah, Pale Oak Forest? I just saw that you said that. Yeah, you be careful. Mind the creaking. Even if they're not all that they were being cracked up to be, I don't expect they would take kindly to visitors. Dang it. Actually not sure how much obsidian I really need for the gold farm I'm gonna build. But I figure the more we have, the better off we'll be. Besides, one day we're going to end up getting into ender chests, and it would be good to have obsidian to be able to craft those. Oh, that was almost bad. That was almost very bad. I almost got myself killed there. That would not have been good. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's good to have a payload forest not too far from base. Ow. Okay, there comes a point where it's just too much. That was such a point for me. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good, by the by. Sorry I'm being a little quiet. The fact I'm dealing with obsidian, which derives from lava, has me just a little bit nervous. Just a little bit. And there we go. 2 sacks of obsidian. Again, I don't know if that's how much we need or if we're going to need more. But it's a solid start for whatever we end up doing with it. In the event we end up doing more than just the portal, it's good to know that we've got more. always fun when you find diamonds in a chest. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm taking a drink of water. Ugh, gotta stay hydrated. You know what I just thought of? Something I'm not gonna worry about. Later, I'm gonna have to grab 10 extra obsidian to carry in my inventory with me. Because you never know, you may end up wishing that you had some when you're in the Nether. There we go. Ah, pardon me, my eyes are a little tired and tender. Oh, stretch! Oh, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Oh, that was not good. I just did a stretch and it hurt. Ow. Oh. I'll be alright. Hopefully. Alright, so. 2 stacks of obsidian. Yep, got it right on that one, Valinor. A very bad stretch. Oh. Every now and then that happens. You go to stretch, and it turns out to be a rough round. Okay. Now, as I'm still mainly doing all this so I can enchant all my gear, I want to... Oh, hey. I want to put that in there. But I also want to take some emeralds over to the local village, to our fort, Fort Bedrock, and see what we can do about doing some trading with some villagers. They are an easy way to get some extra levels, after all. And if they happen to be able to get us to level 30, well, we'll be able to get another round of enchanting done. We'll be able to enchant again. What the? Nah. I got tangled up. I took my eyes off the screen for a minute and fell. Did not mean for that to happen. Pardon me. My eyes closed for a second there. I apologize. I've had a very long day. You. You don't have anything for sale that's quick and cheap. How about you? Oh, you got lots of stuff that's quick and cheap to get. What am I doing? Blink and you forget what you're doing. That's what's been happening lately. My means of work is my content creation. There's more going on behind the scenes in that regard than just what you guys get to see. For the record. A lot more. Yep. Pardon me. Hello! Hello, Union! That is you, Union. Kind of yes and kind of no, Valinor. The beautiful thing is, I pick and choose what games I do on the channel, and what methods I use to play them for the channel. And because I separate certain games from the channel outright, like, for example, this channel is meant to be family-friendly. Honestly, Davian, yeah, a little bit. Like I said earlier, I've had a long day. I was very busy IRL today with different things. When it comes to streaming, I keep my channels family-friendly in terms of what I play and how I act. And so, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Union. Good to see you. So, I only play certain things on the channel, such as Minecraft and Fall Guys. And everything else I generally don't do on the channel. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of games. Hello, Velvet Rose. Hello, hello, hello. I am doing pretty good. A little tired, but doing pretty good. Hope you're doing good. There are a few games that I would play on the channel if I thought they would fit with the family-friendly deal, such as possibly Fortnite, since it's becoming popular again, or has become popular again, and has got a new gaming-themed season coming up. Well, thank you, Velvet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Or possibly racing games like Mario Kart and Sonic Racing. I would have that kind of stuff on the channel in a heartbeat because it's good, clean fun. But there are other things that I would also want to have on the channel, if I could. There are some games... I like what I have right now, Velvet, but thank you for the offer. I'll keep that in mind. For down the road, possibly. There are other games that I would also play on the channel if it was not meant to be strictly family-friendly. But... because the channel is meant to be family-friendly, I keep those games off the channel entirely. Such games ranging from a handful of PlayStation games I've played with higher rating or more graphic content to, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm basically saying is, there are some games that I know I'm not going to do on the channel, or that I don't think I'm going to do anytime soon on the channel. And so, though, if I really want to get away from the games that I've been playing on the channel for any reason, I'll boot one of those up and play that for a while. Yep. There you go, Union. There you go. Those are games that I generally will not play on the channel at all. If it's graphic, if it's M-rated, and I know that it's got a good reason for that rating, and if I know I can't change it to be family-friendly, I will avoid those. I will avoid those games like a plague. I have no idea what that is, Valinar, but I will look into that and see if it's something that I would do on the channel. If it's not, I may still try it just for my own sake. Just to see what it's like. Anyway, what am I doing? I am running around because I am tired and trying to think. Yeah, Union's pretty much got it right. If I feel like a game fits with PG-13 and below kind of ratings, I will roll with that. But if it goes into M rating, then I have to be sure that it's not going to be a problem for my normal way of handling things, if that makes sense. There are also some games that, as much as I want to do them on the channel, I have to find a way to do it so that it won't be copyright struck. But unfortunately, a lot of that stuff is stuff I would have to record. And I'll go ahead and throw the big one at you that is on that list, Kingdom Hearts. Which, we've gotten some great news, Kingdom Hearts fans. KH4 finally has a release period. They're expecting to get it out by during late 2027. That's the later half of next year. Now, do I expect them to stick to that? Not exactly. They've had to postpone Kingdom Hearts stuff before. But Kingdom Hearts is one of those games that I would love to play, and I know it would be okay, for the channel based on the content that I have done and that I generally do. The problem is, it's Disney. And the WD company has a bit of a habit of cracking down quick and hard on anything that potentially infringes their copyrights. So, I'm still figuring out how I may ever be able to do that content on my channels. I would love to, but still figuring out how I can do that if I ever decide I actually really want to. Well, keep an eye on the channel, Valinor, and maybe one day I will be able to do so. That is also part of why I don't do a whole lot of multiplayer games, what Union said. There are a lot of games that I would play more often if it weren't for the fact that some of them have chats that are active, and unfortunately they are not family friendly. If not over the mic, then over text. I've seen this. I have heard this with a couple of different games. And while some of those games are cleaning things up, they can't possibly catch it all. They just can't. And I don't want to I don't want to be exposing you guys to any of that kind of crud if I can avoid it. That's part of why multiplayer stuff on here became a lot rarer for a while, because some stuff was slipping through the cracks on certain servers, not necessarily the ones we were playing on, but I decided, you know what, I want to avoid this crud. Let's wait to bring this back in until we're more sure that the not-so-nice stuff has been uprooted. And yeah, Union, that is exactly why I don't play Fortnite as much. Between having gotten tired of dying constantly in the early periods of the matches I would join when I first tried Fortnite, I did get exposed to some not-so-nice people over the microphones. I could hear them, even if I didn't have a mic working at the time. And I did not like all of what I heard, so I was like, you know what? This is toxic. This is garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. I don't want to fall into that bit of not-so-goodness. So, we're gonna limit our exposure. And that's just one more reason why I don't play Fortnite. Now, do I feel like it's a little less likely for us to encounter that kind of stuff these days? Sure. But there's still that chance of encountering it a lot. A roguelite FPS? Ooh, I may have to look into that. Yep. I have felt the same way. I have felt the same way in the past, Union. Personally, whatever's in-game, I don't feel... Whatever's in-game between the characters, I could either mute it or just ignore it, because it's it sets itself in a period in world history, to my understanding. And it's understandable for the characters to have certain issues as a result. But the players add another layer of concern and consideration. And unfortunately, that game is not exactly friendly in all areas in that regard. Yep, weird, toxic people are the bane of family-friendly content on multiplayer games. That's part of why I am more interested in things like racing games and Minecraft with private worlds. Because there, it's less likely you're going to encounter the garbage and the weirdness. Which I use those terms interchangeably sometimes, because Sometimes the weirdness is so bad that it might as well be the garbage. But that's me having an opinion, and opinions are opinions. They're not fact. Yeah, sorry about that, Valinor. I've been very focused heavily on my own world lately. I haven't really gone on to any other multiplayer stuff. Yeah, no, I'm not going to time you out for that one, Union. I'll let that one slide because you're explaining. And I actually have seen gameplay of Portal and Portal 2. Good games, and I would love to play through them on the channel one day. But don't know when that's going to be able to happen. Unfortunately, those games have prices, and I'm on a very tight budget IRL right now. But one day when I can get more stuff, when I have less tight of a budget, I would not be against playing those games sometime. We shall see. We shall see. I will say, I have considered adding a couple of racing games to the roster of games that I actually actively play on the channel. But I'm still not sure how I would go about handling that. I don't know how I would go about handling that. I have to learn how it's handled in actually playing the game's multiplayer online. Once I know that I can manage the online effectively to suit my needs, I am very tempted to add a couple of particular racing games, family-friendly racing games that I either have access to or can get to my roster. But we shall see. We shall see. Only time will tell what the future shall hold for us. In any case, I do appreciate the interest in what I play. Currently, like I said, the main thing I play on the channel is Minecraft and Fall Guys. Which Fall Guys we do every week on Fall Guy Friday. And if you're interested in joining, anybody can join that has Fall Guys. And the beautiful thing about that game, it's free. No cost. No cost whatsoever. The only cost is anything you want to pay for that is in the game that is strictly cosmetics. Which, I guess technically this Fortnite is the same way. You don't have to pay for anything in the game except cosmetics if you are certain you want them, and they're locked behind a paywall at the time. But I digress. I digress. Whatever the case, again, I appreciate the interest in what I play. I will say, when not on the stream, I play a wide variety of games. Sonic, Mario, Zelda. Occasionally, if I can get things... If I can get a decent connection, I have, in the past, played Destiny 2. Although, while I did at one point want to add that to the roster of games I would play... I did some research and found that it wasn't going to work out. It was going to cost way too much. They say it's free to play, but, spoiler alert, is not. It costs. The story costs. It's not so free to play after all, is it? Oh, if only the dolphins were able to be tamed and ridden. That would be so cool. Imagine a player comes along out of the sea, riding on the back of a dolphin. A majestic creature of the sea, leaping forth from the waves into the open air, before splashing back down and dropping off their rider right at your feet on the beach. Imagine how epic that would look. Now consider what we are left with instead. We are left with with the equivalent of a floating sea snail. In all seriousness, though, the Nautilus is a very cool addition to the game, and I'm glad we at least have some kind of aquatic mount. He may not be perfect, but I will take what I can get. Gary, this... Hey, that's what we can call our Nautilus. We'll call him Gary. Hey, Gary, where's SpongeBob? Oh, I love it. I like it. I like it, I love it, and I'd love some more of these name suggestions, guys. If you got any other name suggestions to throw my way, please feel free. Yeah, the Nautilus is cool. It's just not quite what I would have hoped for in an aquatic mount. I would have liked to have dolphins become rideable. Or some other aquatic fish-like thing. I would send it to a union if I was able to do so. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that on YouTube. Because chat does not let links come through. But I will try to get the Discord link posted into the About page. An updated link that should last for a short period. If you can keep an eye on that link and check it every now and then, you may be able to get in, my friend. I've actually been meaning to update that link for some time. I'm just a very busy and distractible dude, and every now and then, when it comes into my mind to go ahead and take care of that, I'm like, ooh, what's that? Or, hey, what's that over there? I mean, it's like when I'm playing Minecraft. In Minecraft, if I know I'm headed in one direction between two bases that I've built, but I see something shiny or interesting off to the side that I hadn't seen before, I will be like, ooh, what is that? Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. It's that kind of thing. I will easily lose track of what I was doing and go rush over to see what in the world just caught my eye. Unfortunately, I am that way with a lot of things, and real life is one of them. I tend to have a hard time remembering to update things like links. But, I digress. Sheep, get out of my way, please. Okay, 15 more emeralds to add to the collection. So, we've got the obsidian, we've got a bunch of iron, I know I've got some quartz, and I've got a ton of redstone dust. I think we're pretty close to being ready for the gold farm project. Rebuilding the gold farm is going to be interesting. What is going to be very frustrating is I'm going to have to set up a filter of some kind to try to catch all the items pumping out of that farm when we get to that point. That's not going to be easy. But I do intend to make it work. Hey, question. For anybody who knows, can a blast furnace smelt a golden sword faster than a normal furnace? Or are weapons and tools another one of those things that furnaces, only the regular furnace can smelt? I tell you, it is annoying sometimes how Blast furnaces can only smelt ore at double speed. They can't smelt anything else at all. You would think they'd make it so that you could still smelt that anything else that a furnace can cook. And just have it go back to the regular rate of cooking. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look and see if the blast furnace can smelt armor and tools. As it stands, I've got a bunch of armor and stuff here that I'm going to have to... Eventually, I'm going to end up having to trash it. Not the gold helmet, though. The gold helmet, I actually need to enchant some golden helmets into a good new golden helmet at some point. Either that, or I've got to hope that the zombie piglin farm we're going to make provides golden helmets for combining into one premium gold helmet. Because I like wearing a gold helmet when I go to the Nether. I used to do boots, but then I realized boots need to be more durable. Because I depend on my boots for a lot. Ouch. Losing a max helmet is not good. I'm gonna take some logs over to the fort real quick and do some quick trades with the villagers. The Fletchers there provide emeralds for sticks, so I want to go do that for a minute before I forget. Because I will forget. I know me. I will forget about it if I don't go ahead and go do it. But Valinor asked earlier if there were other games that I play off the channel. How do I end up looking at Minecraft as a work game? No. Because the only way I look at this as work is keeping up on content creation. Creating the content, maintaining some semblance of a schedule, that is the work. Chatting with you guys and playing the games that I play, that's the pleasure. Getting the stream going is the work. Everything else is fun. And if I ever do start to feel like a game is becoming work instead of lots of fun and a little bit of work to it, what I will generally do is I will start a new world, or alternatively, I will take a break for a short period. I'll take a break for a couple of days, give or take, and let my mind unwind from that work perspective. But generally speaking, I don't end up seeing Minecraft as work, because when I'm playing Minecraft to play Minecraft for fun, I don't usually end up playing vanilla Minecraft for fun. I end up playing some form of modded Java edition. Because there is so much more you can do with that than the regular, or with Bedrock edition. I will say, it has become very clear to me that Java Edition and Bedrock Edition each have their forte. Bedrock Edition is the multiplayer king. Bedrock Edition is the multiplayer king. If you want to easily be able to connect with other players for multiplayer, Bedrock Edition is the way to go. If you want to play solo or with other people on a server, and you want to have the option for mods to add a ton of customization, check out Java Edition. Bearing in mind that the more modded your Minecraft version becomes, the more mods you add in, generally the more powerful a PC you're going to need. But the beautiful thing about Minecraft is, no matter what version you play, a lot of the core mechanics will stay the same. Yes, there are some differences in the behaviors of redstone between Bedrock and Java, and some other elements are different between the two. But generally speaking, there's enough similar between the two that it doesn't make any difference. Again, Bedrock Edition, king of multiplayer. Java Edition, best for solo. Especially if you want to play modded and you don't necessarily care if you have other people to play with. But I will say, playing modded, vanilla, or either Bedrock or Java, it's always more fun to play with other people. A little more chaotic, but always more fun. And if one day they do fuse Bedrock and Java Edition, I pray daily that we keep the modding side from Java Edition and we get the connectivity benefits of Bedrock. Don't eliminate either one. Make that, if you're going to make them one game, make it so we have the best of both worlds. Minecraft Dungeons 2. Now, there's a game that I almost forgot to mention that I am anticipating. Minecraft Dungeons is delightful. I love Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft Dungeons is a great game. It was a great new take on Minecraft as a game, taking the aesthetic of Minecraft and converting it into the dungeon crawl that lots of players enjoyed playing among the gaming community. Very smart move. Mojang did good doing that. Now, from what little I've seen so far, Minecraft Dungeons 2 looks like it's going to be really good as well. And I'm looking forward to it. But, I will say I am a hint, just a hint, only a hint, concerned, because I dread how different it could end up being. As long as you keep the core mechanics the same, however, I doubt there will be much of a problem. But, I am curious to see what they do with it. Because everything that I've seen and heard, what little it has been that I've actually bothered listening to, or watching for, implies that they're going to make there be a new dimension. And I'm curious to see what that dimension is going to be like. Because it's very clearly got something to do with the Warden and the Ancient City. Come on! I already have feather falling. I rolled that. No. Oh, I can't stand the enchanting table. If anybody ever says to me the enchanting table is the peak, no. The enchanting table sucks. It is not the best way to get enchantments. It is the most frustrating way to get enchantments. More teams-based, so encourages multiplayer more. Well, that's good. I can imagine that being good. If it's got more of a role or class system, I'm going to be a little concerned. But at the same time, I do sincerely love Minecraft Dungeons. And I'm very curious to see what Dungeons 2 brings to the table that's new. So going to be new mechanics, new kinds of weaponry. I'm curious to see what they'll do. And I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, of the spin-off games that Mojang has done with Minecraft that are still around, because they've done 3 spin-off games. They did Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft Legends, and Minecraft Earth. I think the last one was. Minecraft Earth, unfortunately, I don't think really got very far. It didn't last very long. Minecraft Dungeons, however, became very beloved. Has become beloved. It is one of the best ways to experience the Minecraft aesthetic, and is a great addition to the Minecraft IP in general. Legends, on the other hand, personally, I find it to be interesting, but I think they went about executing it wrong. I feel like they tried too hard to make it be different from most real-time strategy games, and in the process, kinda shot themselves in the foot. To be entirely honest, that's just how I feel about Legends. I feel like Legends was good to a degree, but they tried too hard to make it different from most RTS games, and it came back to bite them on the bum. Yeah. Yeah. Legends, I've played a good amount of it, because I have access to it, and I played a good amount of it. I like it. But there's very little in the way of... how do I say it? There's no reason to stick to the game after beating it once. And you end up setting it aside for a long time before coming back to it again. And that's if you even ever do. The possibility stands that you may never come back to it. And again, they try too hard to keep it different from other RTS games, I feel like. That top-down classic RTS system, it was successful for a good reason. The way Legends handles the RTS aspect is just not quite there. Great idea, but not a great execution. Honestly, though, I would be happy to one day see them try again at the RTS kind of thing. There you go. Valinor understands. That's the kind of thing that I think a lot of people were hoping for. And instead we got Piglin Invasion of a world that's not really ours to build in. We don't really build in it as much as, okay, cool, we've got these structures we can set up to defend the villages. Okay. Great. What most players wanted is what I want, and what Valinor has said. Let me build a castle, a base. Let me build a civilization if I can, and test its mettle against hordes of enemies. Or against other randomly generated civilizations, bases, and such. Or against hordes of enemies. Don't limit me to having to... Yeah. I felt like what people really wanted was a classic RTS, and what Mojang went for was a new take on RTS that didn't quite pan out. Like I said, I do feel like a classic RTS would have been better. That's part of why I like that. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't actually know what that is, Valinor, but cool to hear about. Cool to know there's something out there that I need to look into to see what that is. But, yeah. That's part of why I like that somewhere along the way the modding community of Java Edition decided to say, hold my soda, and they made their own, somebody made their own RTS mod for Minecraft Java Edition. And I've played a little bit of it. It's really good. It's really good so far. It's still being developed. They're still building it up, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool what they've got so far. 3 different factions to play as. No, it's not Hytale. No, Hytale is its own game. It's its own thing. This is a mod for Java Edition. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Rise of Nether? I can't remember for sure. It's something Nether. But it's basically Overworld. It's basically villagers versus monsters versus piglins. And they're even planning to add in a kind of a story campaign kind of thing to the mod. Which, if they ever do get that working, I'm gonna be playing that on the channel for sure. Because I'm very interested in playing with something like that. It could be a lot of fun. I am also curious about Hytale. If it was within my budget to get, I would be getting Hytale so that I could actually play it for myself. Because it's always looked fairly interesting, and I would love to experiment with it. It's just the cost is beyond my current capability to handle, unfortunately. Hopefully one day that'll change, but until that time, it is what it is. But I will say I would love to see the Minecraft IP branch out into other things. In a way, they've kind of already branched a hint into the racing scene with, what is it called? Sonic Racing Crossworlds. There is, you can get Minecraft characters in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. It's kind of funny that that's a thing to me, but also really cool to me that that's a thing. And technically, I guess they have also dipped their toe in the battle games because, or into the fighting games because Steve and Minecraft characters in Smash Brothers, but technically those are just little tie-ins of the Minecraft IP, not true things. Oh, what'd you say there, Valinor? Stream Streak 1. Sorry, Dinos. Hey, it's okay, my dude. Don't stress about it. So your stream streak broke. The important thing is you came when you were able to. It's alright, man. I don't expect you to be here for every single thing. Relax. Relax and just unwind. Leave your worries all behind. Oh no, Jagar, do not go into that song. Good grief. Good song, not the place for it. Not the time for it, rather. But seriously, Dinos, don't worry. Oh, you're gonna tell us funny stories? You're gonna tell us funny stories. Oh dear. Should I be concerned? Hey, my pick is repaired. I'm gonna go ahead and pop all this food in here because I don't need it. I've got so much steak. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Now, if this was a multiplayer world, I would be selling it. But I don't have... This world I'm keeping strictly solo, so... Yeah, I've got more food than I know what to deal with. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about people trying to say, oh, this is easy. Oh, I could make a better video than this. Dude, try it. Try it and see. Don't put someone down because their video was not done the way you would have done it. Everybody's different. But seriously, if someone has been doing videos and stuff for a while, and you don't think they're doing things the way they ought to, you don't come up to them and say, I could do better. Yeah, you don't do that. You don't come up to a content creator, say, oh, I can make this better than you could. Dude, you're not me. You're not gonna make things the way that I make them. You're not gonna make anything in anywhere near the same way that I would make it. So, shush your face. Anyway, back to business. What am I doing? Trying to get levels. Beautiful thing about trading with the villagers, I can cycle emeralds and stuff around until I get a bit more XP and then do some more enchanting. Let's see what we can get on the sword. I don't necessarily want to get rid of those boots because they're not bad. Ugh, knockback 2. Okay, give me the boots. I'm gonna disenchant them. That is a garbage roll. Yeah, Dino's got the W on that one. That's kind of what I do, Valinor. For streaming, that's what I do. Just the raw stuff. Now, if I'm recording a video, that's a different story. I try to do things a little different between the two. I hope he didn't try to charge you for editing your video. Oh, Dinos. If he tried to charge you, that's just bleh. Ugh, fire... I don't want fire prot! No! I don't want that! I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want fire prot. Unbreaking 3 on a spear. Let's see. Is just the Unbreaking 3. What did I expect? Exactly what I got, honestly. I expected exactly what I got. Oh gosh. Wow. Okay, talk about an arrogant pain. Huh. Yeah, I would avoid that person from here on, Dinos. Yeah. That that's too much. That's too much. Well, we try to roll the dice again. I am really starting to think that along with the gold farm for XP, we may soon end up having to rely on the idea of a trading hall, flat out trading hall. I don't necessarily want to go that route. I really don't want to have to go that route, but I'm getting tired of this enchanting table. It's too expensive. It's too expensive and too time consuming to have to worry about the levels all the time. I'd rather only have to worry about levels in terms of being able to combine stuff and put the enchantments on the gear. So I think that those are the directions we're going to end up having to go soon, but for right now, that's going to do it for this session, everybody. I would love to keep going, but I got some stuff I want to do IRL tonight, so... And I also got to try to get some rest tonight. I did not get a whole lot of sleep last night, to be entirely honest with you. I did not sleep well. But, beyond that, I will say thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to let me know by leaving likes and comments, subscribing if you haven't done so yet, checking out the About page for links to the pages with more content and more ways to support the channel, sharing the channel with your friends if you think they might enjoy the content too, and of course, by giving that notification bell a good old ring, so that you don't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you once again, guys, so much for watching. I am JGardo1, your guide, your bard, your humble host, into the world's virtual, and I will see you all next time, right here, on Guardian Studios. Well, okay, I guess that's not a thing. Bye! Why was that fixed last time and then this time it's not?